Couple files lawsuit against Walt Disney World Parks and Resorts for painful wedgie suffered at Typhoon Lagoon. That's right. You heard it correctly, folks. A lawsuit filed in Orange County, Florida, alleges that Walt Disney World Resort fails to warn guests of inherent dangers presented at the Humunga Cowabunga.
Humunga Cowabunga.
Claim filed by Emma and Edward McGinnis against Walt Disney World Parks and Resort detailed a 2019 incident in which Emma McGinnis suffered a painful wedgie on the slide. Couple is seeking $50,000 in damages. The story gets pretty weird from there, just so you know. Basically, you get on this water slide. It's a 214-foot drop, and you could reach speeds up to 40 miles an hour, depending on how fat you are. So I probably would do 110. So this is where it gets bizarre. The complaint states at the top of the slide, riders are instructed to cross their legs and ankles. I don't know if you could see my hand, but you got to do it like this, right? So you put your feet and ankles crossed. Despite taking the appropriate position, McGinnis states that her body lifted up near the end of the slide. She became airborne and she was slammed against the slide, which increased the likelihood of her legs coming uncrossed. So it's like this. So she's flying down the slide like this. All right. Sorry. Otherwise exposing herself to injury. McGinnis, the impact of the sliding water at the bottom of the slide caused her one-piece bathing suit to be painfully forced between her legs. So, like, stuff like the water was like, can you see my fingers? Like, it was like coming up. Just so you guys got a visual. You thought this was strange. It gets even worse, resulting in immediate and severe pain internally, immediate bleeding, permanent bodily injury, including severe vaginal laceration, a full thickness laceration causing her bowel to protrude through her abdominal wall and damage her internal organs. So
that's a wedgie like no other, bro.
Like, what did they do? Take a water cannon and just stick it up there?
Basically, water went in her special hole and her extra hole. The suit states at several points that due to their anatomy, women are increased risk of suffering painful and potentially life-altering wedgies on rides. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at people's pain.
Why does this happen more often? I like this is the first time I've heard of this happening.
The first one that it happened to.
So what we have gathered, hold on, we'll get to McGinnis lawsuit is one of several injuries resulted suits being filed against the Walt Disney Parks in recent months. So these other lawsuits, I think, are really stupid. If you want my honest opinion, not defending Disney, but a man is seeking at least $50,000 in damages after he suffered permanent injury after falling. Sounds like me trying to board the Haunted Mansion. And a lawsuit is filed against the company that a young child suffered whiplash on riding Peter Pan's flight in May. Now, if you've ever been on these rides, you have to be you really have to be slow to fall on these rides.
Oh, 100%,
literally
100%.
Slower than a snail. Like they go slower than me walking.
Baby park ever.
Yeah. So basically, what we have gathered that an overweight woman had her legs like this. And she was too fat to keep them together, and they sprung open. So, like, water and stuff just started gushing in.
Thank you.
Picture
painted.
Forcing the bikini or bathing suit bottom to go in. Also, rushing water went into her bottom hole. And it went into her
something else, Jay.
Like pee-pee. I'm just trying to help people understand. Like pee-pee hole. It's awful that happened. Apparently, it caused like lacerations and pain right here, and apparently a bowel, which like a turd, like shot up in her stomach. I don't know how that happened, but apparently that's what the lawsuit says. Shout out Ripperverse.
I think the real lesson here is
Well, I'm